Man, it's been a while since I last did an iRacing video. Last time I remember, we were winning IndyCar races at Michigan, thanks to some lucky cautions and wrecks. But now it's time to do something different. Hopefully this time we won't have to utilize a spin and win. But now we're at the World Center of Racing, Daytona International Speedway. Damn, these headphones right now I'm wearing are blasting, and I frickin' forgot which dials are supposed to balance it out. Because there's one volume button, but another that also has you balance the game and sound volume, or no, it's game and chat volume, and I keep forgetting which dials they are. So right now, while I do these laps, I'm gonna have to figure this out later. So already having some technical difficulties. But the first lap is just to build momentum right now. Get the car warmed up, get the speed under me. And best way to do that is just to ride around the outside so we don't have to turn as much and we can get as much momentum built up as possible. But glare is freaking like over the top, man. Final lap, but a whole bunch of glare over the grandstands hitting me directly in the face. Not saying that it's unrealistic by any stretch. Like, I get it. Depending on the time of day, the sun glare in real life can really hit you hard, especially when you're trying to drive 200-mile-an-hour rockets on wheels. I forgot, the steering on the trucks are a bit different compared to the Cup cars. And for some reason, I can't see the pole sitter. Once we cross the line, we'll be able to see it, though. What's our time going to be? 4.76. That might have lost me some time on the entries of turns. Let's see what pole sitter is. It's Anthony Cole in the 10 truck. He has a 51.378, the only one right down to 51.3 range. Pace laps are now underway. Unfortunately, we only qualify 8th for this race. That was like a really crappy lap. I could have done better trying to hold the line, but at the same time, I don't know what the hell he's trying to say, but again, I could have done better on my lap, trying to hold the yellow line all the way throughout, or should I say the apron, just keep things simple.
Your car, man, I love it.
But I wonder if like lucky like gusts of wind can also be simulated on iRacing, because if we're running the same setup and running like still different laps compared to everyone else, then gotta be something going on. Pace car's now in the pits. Big gap between the 5th and 7th place cars on the inside line. And it's green flag at Daytona. Oh, jeez. What are we slowing down so much for? My god. Could have gotten to the inside there in front of a 19 or... My bad, it was the 18, but no, it is the 19. Is the number wrong? Oh no, my relative ain't off. That's why. Get it together, Shane. Basic stuff I'm screwing up. But anyways, we're now on the inside line. Not much, I think, going on the outside, so it's probably better just to stay on this inside for now. If someone up ahead can, like, get the outside going. Oh, there is one. But then they drop back in line, so now I'm stranded on the outside with the 9 truck. That's Trevor Forshaw. I don't think this outside line's gonna go anywhere. It's probably better to switch down low. Here we go, almost in the top 5, but we're getting some side draft from Jake Hull in the 17 truck. And the 11, I can't tell if he tried to get the outside going or if he got forced up there. Oh god, that's not freaking good if the 18s.
The top 5 class, be mindful.
As I was saying, 18 trucks blinking right in front of me. Again, I wish people would just leave and just fix their internet, but now they're running more stable again, so hopefully we don't have to worry about it. And the caution is out. Looks like a wreck in turn 4 happened. And luckily we're getting a really good start. We went from 8th to 4th. Edward is pissed about something. Did he get involved?
That was my bad. I thought I was clear.
Well, at least Woodrow knows what her responsibility is. I'll give him
I
credit.
won't be surprised if we're back down to 2.3 after the race in the last race.
It's now 1 to green. We'll once again be lining up 4th, but the driver we'll be pushing this time is Vitaly Rudakov and be 8th. The leader is the number 10 truck, Anthony Cole. To our inside will be Peter Rashka. And, well, if you guys don't mind, I'm supposed to actually be in 4th on the relative, not 3rd, but, trying to form up on the grid, I went a bit too soon, so, not the actual running order, but row 3 will be Israel Cabello and Jake Hull. Now that I think about it, is it Cabello or Cabello? I think with double L, it's supposed to be Cabello. Pace car's back in. Gonna restart on lap 8. Big gap again on the inside there. I don't know. Well, green flag. 3rd place gets off to a horrible start, but at the same time, that did look intentional. Just for whatever the heck. And Anthony Cole is kind of all over the place, not deciding whether to do inside or outside. As me and Vitaly get to the inside as well. Jake Hull right behind. And here's the 17 in 4th, trying to get to the outside, trying to get that line going. But no one's there with him. He's going to slot back down. Jake Hull leading that outside. Hoping the inside can, like, get something going. The 17 is rocketing up there. Hopefully in the turns we got something better. Whoa. I'm just trying to follow the leader's draft, but they're deviating from the line. Never mind, we're all wrecking into turn 3 and the caution is out. That's what I mean. You guys have to freaking hold a line in order to get around here, but something as simple as that people can't do on here. Pace car coming back in. 11 laps to go at the line. Vitaly Rudakov on the outside. Anthony Cole leading the way for the restart. And it's a great restart for both of us. Vitaly will jump down to the inside and take over 3rd. Gotta be patient though. I don't want to push into corners and start a wreck. But Spotter's calling out a wreck. But there's no caution coming out, so I don't know why that is. Usually, like, if it's a car spinning down on the apron, caution probably won't come out, even though it should, because trying to use real-life standards here in the world of sim racing. It'll definitely be frustrating, though, if you're wrecking on the main track itself, but still no caution. And now the outside is trying to get a roll in. Peter Roshka to the outside. And for some freaking reason, my truck keeps stalling out when I get to a certain distance behind the 10. I close in a bit, and then it stops closing and makes me fall back. I got the throttle stomped all the way trying to get to his bumper to help him out. But if the truck doesn't stop stalling out, we might have some problems here. 3 to go. I do not want that outside line to have a chance. And I see behind Peter Roshka. Now it goes to the inside, and it's Brandon Briggs in the 16 truck on the outside trying to leave that line. And I think, well, not as many people now on the outside. Only a couple trucks, and then everyone else behind on the inside line. Another call about a wreck, but still no caution.
Come on, Sam, let's get away from it. We're doing great job, man.
Side by side still for third. As we're trying to close in on that end and give him a bump draft. This is getting stupidly frustrating now. Outside line is hauling. Well, and even then, I still have a throttle stop, and I haven't been able to get to Anthony's bumper in the slightest. Out of turn 4, it's going to be the final lap right here. Do we have something left to slingshot around Anthony? Finally going to give him a little shove. We're not going to be able to win if we can't help out Anthony at the beginning of the lap. At the end, that's when it's got to come down to either one of us. Still side drafting hard behind for third. I think now's the moment we got to line something up here. Oh, Peter Roshka gets forced onto the apron. Ah, but the truck just not picking up any slipstream at all. It's not enough.
That was stupid as fuck. James, thank you so much, man. You're a great drafting partner. I'll do it next time. That's a real fucking clown, bro. Go to the gate.
Well, thank you, Anthony, but that wasn't really the plan there. I wanted to slingshot and try to go for the win myself, but something about this frickin' truck, a lot more, I guess, picking up dirty air from something. I just don't know what it is. Vitaly Rudikov finishes third, Israel Cabello fourth, and rounding up top 5 will be Trevor Forshaw in the 9 truck. And with that, we'll take you over to the NASCAR Cup Series. And now for the big race itself. NASCAR Cup Series at Daytona. Let's do this. And one thing I actually realized when I was in practice, as you can see, the hood of the car is now red instead of black. I don't know if something happened in the update, but there was an update recently, and I think it like changed up what the color templates of the cars are. And as we're sliding on the apron, just something weird. I guess I'll have to go in and change up in order to get the right livery I want. But on the topic of that, it's not just Daytona happening this week. Big week for sports world because it is the Winter Olympics in Milan. And I've been having a lot of fun binge watching it. Had to pull some late nights, like staying up until like 2 or 3 a.m. watching it, and then watching some other stuff in the morning. And why am I on the bottom? I should be building momentum. Second lap is supposed to be the push lap, not right now. But yeah, having a lot of fun just binge watching everything I can. Got the triple screen set up in my room. Not like literally, it's literally just my phone, laptop, and TV streaming stuff. But one of the first medals to get awarded is in the men's downhill for alpine skiing. Congrats to Franjo von Allman of Switzerland for winning the gold medal there. Hopefully we got many more exciting events to come. First lap is done. We'll start pushing on the second lap. Our time for now is a 50.788. First time around for Lee Andrews is a 50.370, so we have to find a way to get into that 50.3 range. And then Frida Carlson, shout out to her winning the first cross-country skiing gold medal of the Olympics, winning it in the 10 by 10 kilometer skiathlon. Basically, it's 10 kilometers of classic cross-country skiing and then 10 kilometers of freestyle skiing. Very fun to watch, like, all-terrain skiing, not just downhill, but you also got to go uphill, killing your leg muscles, you know. But Frida Carlson wins the gold medal there. And our time to beat is 50.336. We are on pole, just in front of Jeff Jones by 25 milliseconds. Pace car is rolling off for our one and only pace lap, and then it is dropping the green flag at Daytona. Obviously, it was heartbreaking the Truck Series. Hopefully, it isn't the same here. And on the topic of Olympic medals, there are more that I'd like to point out. In the women's 3,000 meter and speed skating, one of my favorite sports to watch for the Olympics, Francesca Lollobrigida winning the gold medal at home at the Olympics. Yes, she is Italian, and with the Olympics in Milan, Italy, it just makes it extra special. So congrats to her. I'd say that's freaking awesome to accomplish. And not the same, though, for one of the other star athletes in the field. Lindsey Vonn, one of the women's alpine skiers. Looking forward to her coming out of retirement, but then tears her ACL in training. Still tries to get through the downhill and then has a nasty looking crash.
Good luck, guys.
Had to be airlifted out. Luckily she is okay.
Can we make this on no stops?
But,
Stop for fuel?
luckily it was one of her American teammates, Breezy Johnson, winning the gold medal in the women's downhill, so at least there's that to take home. Hopefully, we'll have our own bit of victory in this episode. I do not want to have back-to-back races where I come up short. But it's Marcus Frigola surprisingly beating us in qualifying, and he's going to lead us to the green. Try to make sure his splitter is in that certain... What the hell, dude? You... I have no comment on that. Like, why would you just speed up and disqualify yourself from pole? What was even the point of entering the race? And now we have a huge gap back there to Jeff Jones and the rest of the field. When they catch up to me, they're probably just gonna, like, swarm around the outside and pass me. I don't think they want to work with me when they're getting this huge boost in the draft. Oh, they're wrecking! Huge wreck in 3 and 4. The big one happens on lap 1.
My race all up.
Maverick rightfully pissed. But yeah, once again, just people getting way too antsy at the beginning, even though we have 35 laps to decide the race. Hopefully this time I can show you how to have a proper start, unlike that other guy. Jeff Jones lining up on the outside will be pushed by Primo Pascalini. And here's the 13 jumping the start. And he's going to cut right down and block Primo in the 19. Another huge gap to the field. Wonder how they'll take the gap this time.
What in the God?
Just did not want Jeff Jones to go by. It's like quite soon to like try to go for those kinds of spots. Of course, I don't want to be at the front, but if I get past now, I'll probably end up in an even worse spot, so We'll just leave it at that. Stay in front. And I heard some chatter going on behind. Well, there goes Jeff. Because Prevo's not getting up here to help. Who knows who's going to have the lead out of turn 4. Momentum is dying out on the outside, but I don't think that's the last we've seen of them, and I was exactly right. Jeff coming back up. Jeff Jones goes to the lead. And he's now going to drop down low, so we'll be helping him out. Hopefully, we won't have to deal with the outside again. What the hell is Jeff doing now? Second time we had a car just drop out. Halfway home at Daytona. Surprisingly, nothing much has happened at all in this race. It's only a single file train right now. We're closing in on a lap car. That's Stephen Crawford in the the 14 car. Hopefully he gets out of our way. Thank you. And now it's back to clean air. Caution suddenly comes out on lap 22. Can't see anything that happened, so it must have been far behind us. But now it gets interesting. This really is the crunch point inside 15 to go. Where everyone who's trying to get to the front, who really wants to win the race, they have to find a way to get up there by any means necessary. But now that we're gonna have everyone stacked up again, going double file restarts, who the heck knows what's gonna happen from here. Restarting with 10 to go. It's another massive start. Outside line, not ready for it. Neither was the inside, but Primo is able to slot down behind and take second for himself. 5 laps to go. If people weren't desperate with 10 to go, they definitely will be with 5 to go. I know nothing has really been happening, but very soon things will get exciting. I wish Primo wasn't leaving such a big gap. Like, every time he gets my bumper, he does a good job pushing me, but he's always backing off and leaving gaps. That's only going to invite people to go to the outside and swarm us. We have a caution with 4 to go.
Last 5 laps.
I saw chaos happen back there in 1 and 2. And just like that, we're going to go to a green-white checkered. Green-white checkered right here. This is going to be extremely nerve-wracking here. How will everyone else respond? Green flag! Primo not able to get to the inside. Angelo Santos gets a much better start than him. If there's more wrecks, why is there... Oh, there we go! Well, I wish I could have given you a better finish, but... just like that, caution's out, we win the race. On iRacing, if a caution comes out on the green-white checkered, it's over right there. There's no unlimited overtimes like in real-world NASCAR. But it's probably for the better, because, like, you know, people on here, like, always trying to wreck someone. But there you go. Across the line we go. NASCAR Cup Series victory, first try at Daytona International Speedway. There's only one way we know how to end this as well. Before we end things off, though, shout out to Andre Santos for being able to come from 26 on the grid all the way up to second. That's honestly one of the most amazing things I've seen on iRacing. I did see that black flag icon right there, but it's still giving me the win. So I think it was just telling me, hey, that's enough burnouts. Please come to the pits or victory lane, whatever the hell. But thank you all for sticking around for this episode of iRacing Rush. Hopefully in this NASCAR season we got many more exciting episodes to come. If you want to see more iRacing content like this, please like and subscribe. It'll mean a lot to the channel. And I'll see you all another time.